From censored files to clear evidence, this is Redacted Realms.
Shuddering with the facts about consecutive deaths. Consecutive deaths is a phrase you've likely heard or mentioned. It's a disaster when deaths occur suddenly and consecutively within a family or clan, leaving many people terrified, although many recounted stories are very eerie. Whether it truly exists and how to avoid it, let's explore with D2T. According to ancient beliefs, passed down from generation to generation, consecutive deaths occur in the first 3 years after a family member passes away, also known as the inauspicious mourning period. Within those 3 years, if relatives in the family die consecutively, that's consecutive deaths. To be complete, is called overlapping days, overlapping times, consecutive. According to folk beliefs, consecutive deaths is a phenomenon when a family member dies exactly at overlapping hours, falling into the killing cycle, including the hours of tiger, monkey, snake, and after that, successively, the relatives of that person also pass away until 3, 5, 7, or 9 people are reached. This is not a rare occurrence, as quite a few families in Vietnam have experienced consecutive deaths. There are families who lost 3 closely related people within 5 months. First was the eldest brother, who while pumping a bicycle tire suddenly felt chest tightness, difficulty breathing, and was taken for emergency care. This eldest brother had a lung shunt placed, and the hospital doctors diagnosed overexertion. The shunt came out, lung fluid flooded in, and he passed away at age 50. However, before 49 days had passed, the next tragedy occurred. The sister-in-law went to give birth to her second child, unexpectedly suffering at the Kunming health station. Nurses and doctors with more skills didn't detect it early to transfer to a higher-level hospital. Losing too much blood, the sister-in-law passed away on the very day her son was born. More than a month later, he had also passed away due to prolonged illness. So what causes lead to this phenomenon of consecutive deaths? Consecutive deaths can be due to the deceased spirit accumulating resentment while alive or being tortured in the 18 layers of hell, leading to hatred and returning to the living world to take relatives, causing consecutive deaths. Or possibly because the deceased passed at an inauspicious hour, so demons take them away, brutally torturing them, causing. They are also forced by demons, Satan, to take their relatives, especially those whose ages match the deceased, are more easily taken. Consecutive deaths are also divided into several levels. The lightest is first level overlapping, meaning overlapping year. This time after the deceased will pull 1 person. Next is overlapping hour, also called second level overlapping. This time it will pull 2 people to die. Next is third level overlapping, pulling 3 people to die. And the most severe is overlapping day, meaning 7th level overlapping, which means 7 people. Since ancient times, the Vietnamese have had beliefs about the living caring for the dead. They believe, as in heaven so on earth, so they perform many rituals to care for the deceased, such as burying great goods, lighting fires. From the Northern Domination period to the Tran Dynasty, rituals were adopted and developed. Among them, funeral rites have always been a primary concern of the Vietnamese. Additionally, the Vietnamese also believe that death is not the end. After passing, humans continue to live another life in the other world, so funeral rites are always valued. Funeral rites can also bring good or bad things for the family. To resolve it, according to many views, one must trap the consecutive death spirit. And in Vietnam, Han Long Temple in Thuan Thanh, Bac Ninh is the largest place for trapping T exists so they die. According to them, after humans pass away, everything from the body, emotions, thoughts returns to earth, water, and wind. Nothing remains. All that remains is karmic consciousness, meaning you reap what you sow. Therefore, just chanting sutras, reciting Buddha's name, doing good deeds, hitting odds will create merit for the deceased. So why do many temples still accept resolving consecutive deaths for many families? You see, the belief in consecutive deaths is deeply ingrained in people's consciousness, so the spirit of expedience. The temple still advises Buddhists not to bury relatives on overlapping days, to help them feel at ease to conduct a complete funeral, while also making efforts to pray, give guidance, and dedicate merits to the deceased. These are the necessary actions to benefit both the living and the dead, according to Buddhist perspective. Besides spiritual explanations, there are also many reasonable scientific explanations for this issue. According to Professor Nguyen Hoang Phuong's explanation, because in this relationship there is no direct physical contact. Trung Tang. This could be a phenomenon of bloodline resonance within the family. Due to a significant difference in frequencies between the two sides, according to music theory, this type of resonance is called harmonic resonance, meaning one frequency is a multiple of the other, which is precisely the mechanism of harmonic resonance in bloodline forms. Admittedly, after hearing this, it's easy to understand why some people are considered easy targets who I believe could match the age of the deceased. Also, according to scientists, many researchers believe that Trung Tang Trung. To understand better, imagine a sick person with pre-existing illnesses being near someone who just passed away. The toxic substances from the decomposition process rising along with the scent when inhaled will certainly make many people with latent diseases become weaker, right? Another perspective, more scientific, according to statistics, is that it's simply a random coincidence, and this coincidence occurs more often than we think. So their nature actually relies on a law of large numbers and probability statistics. With a large enough sample, any strange phenomenon can occur. In 1953, mathematician Little Good argued that a phenomenon is considered rare enough to be surprising when it has a probability of 1 in 1 million. For example, winning the lottery is quite a surprising phenomenon. However, considering a larger sample of over 98 million people like our country currently in daily draws, that rare phenomenon appears 98 times a year. Multiplying, this phenomenon could occur nearly 36,000 times. If it only occurred monthly, the result is still significant, 1,000 times a year, and considering broader contexts, it's beyond discussion. Phenomena we think are rare are just like our daily breathing. So, what about rarer phenomena? For example, an American woman won the special lottery in New Jersey twice within 4 months. If each winner only bought one ticket, the probability of that event is only 1 in 17 trillion, so why did it happen? For one person, the probability is only 1 in 17 trillion, but with 300 million Americans over 120 days, the probability of winning the special lottery twice is only 1 in 30. A fairly large number that could occur several times. For other coincidental phenomena, you might have heard about 2 people sharing the same birthday and been surprised to learn that with just 23 people, the probability of that coincidence is greater than 0.5. SA guaranteed number, meaning it. When you hear the weather forecast for tomorrow being the same as today, you might think it's a joke, but actually according to calculations, this coincidence occurs as often as 70 out of 100 times. That means there's a very high probability that tomorrow will have the same weather as today. Thus, it can be seen, if following the above probability, calculating with a national population of nearly 100 million people over a long period of 1,000 days. That's certainly a number so large that Trung Tang. Thank you for listening. Goodbye and see you again.
If this file opened your eyes, subscribe and open the next case.